I've been going out on rides a lot more on the Xpulse than the street triple. So one ride I did recently was on an Xpulse to Siagarh. That was with Siddhi, with my wife, and it was not really a fast ride per se. And the second ride I did was on the street triple. That was to Y, Mapro Y, but that was on street triple. So it was a little bit fast paced of sorts. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because both the times I did record a vlog. And guess what? The audio did not get recorded. So let me know in the comments below if you just want to see the raw video of the ride without any commentary supporting it. So time to go through what all I've done on the Xpulse. So as you can see, the bike is not stock. So the first thing I added on was the handlebar. So this is a rally spec handlebar, got it for really cheap. Then I added a phone charger just because why not. Then I added some aux lights. Okay. And then what did I do? What else did I do? Yep, so basically the filter was removed and I have a foam element in there right now. So basically after every 100-200 kilometers I have to get the foam out, cleaned up and put it back in. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make if I want to generate more power. Then what else did I do? Yep, so we rejetted the carb, and then the carb right now throws a lot more fuel into the system. And then the biggest mod, well, it's not the biggest in terms of power and refinement, but it saved a lot of weight. Around 6 kgs is the stock exhaust. This is about a kg. So this is a KTM Duke 390 exhaust and a custom made by Unleaded Care, custom made mid pipe. So yeah, and I've kept the baffle inside. I did remove it, but it was too loud. So I rewelded the baffle back in, and at the rear there were indicators like this, because of which bullets with the exhaust, and then there is a mud flap, which makes it sounds like put 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 put. That is the effect that was happening when I had like the stock indicators on this. So I ordered this off Amazon and I installed them in. Flush mount indicators look okay. I mean, look really nice. Depending on who you ask, I like this clean straight tail look. No, I cannot put a tail tidy on the back because I plan to. Okay, I just need to. So yeah, I don't plan to remove the tail and put a tail tied in because I plan to tour with this with my wife. Obviously, this bike is my wife's. So the mods that I've done, every single mod that is on the bike right now, I I had to pay dearly for it in some way, shape or form, like a dress or jewelry or a watch or something like that. So yeah, that's the story so far. And also yeah, I have a iridium spark plug because we got a NGK dealership at Unleaded Care. I was able to put an iridium spark plug on it. Plus I tried to paint this black, but I got a little bit hasty and did not oven bake it. That's why the paint is flaking off. But yeah, I will be repainting those soon. That looks really nice. And what else? What else? Oh yeah, the biggest thing is that I've put a bigger rear D sprocket. So that right now the ratio is around 3.1 something something. Earlier it was 2.7. So a mega huge jump. The rear has jumped from 38 to 43 right now. That has restricted the top speed to 110 ish. But I'm happy with that as long as you don't have that delay in power. First gear is almost unusable, You have to pick the bike up from second gear. And also one more thing I did is I the EGR on this, I have removed that completely. And yeah, that's about it. So these are the mods that are on the Xpulse. Now if you want to listen to, and also the biggest mod of them all, which adds 100 bhp, the cycle bell. Yep, I like this, the way this sounds. Yeah, so this is how the exhaust sounds. Wow, it was not a neutral. Because of jetting you have to kind of, when you're starting you have to throttle it a little bit, and it runs a lot more, what you can say, it can breathe a lot more freely right now, and it goes a lot more freely, and it climbs the rev range really quick. So yeah, this is the way also it sounds. So this is how it revs. It revs really really freely right now. So yeah, with a quarter turn or maybe half a turn of the throttle, you're already at the 6000 7000 rpm range. So yeah, and this is a little bit closer to the mic. If you ask me, it sounds more like a 4-stroke 450, no, 4-stroke 250 ish territory. And when you removed the baffle, it was more like 4-stroke 450. I'm talking about dirt bikes, of course. And right now I'm currently doing ride on air on the seat because the stock seat is just horrible. You get a sore bum just after like 15-20 kilometers riding on it. The A base is on this bike. So yeah, we'll get on our way. So when I got the bike, at that time I felt that this was a really really good bike. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still do, but let me explain. So I got the bike, I took it for one of these kind of rides in the rain with Motovlogging, the short clip of which you saw on the channel last time. Last time I posted a video, or was that last to last time I posted a video? I think it was last to last time I posted a video. So anyway, I just need to take a look at the way. I just hope that the bad patch is not over. Yeah, I think the bad patch is over. So I did one small ride to Andhaban with Motovlogging, and I think you saw some snippets of that video for my last to last upload. And since then, some of the opinions of this bike have changed. Not that I've shared any of my opinions of this bike publicly anywhere, but after that I rode the Pune off-road expedition, and after that it was hell for me. It was, I mean, me as a rider, I'm not qualified enough to do any kind of extreme off-road things, let alone extreme off-road things. So, and plus I did not feel that the bike was quite there yet. It needed to be tweaked a little bit to be able to a little bit more versatile. So do on-road, off-road, extreme off-road, like the Pune off-road expedition and everything in between. So the main reason for me to do all these mods on the bike was to just fill that void where it did not really fit. So the stock Xpulse, especially the carbureted one, it's relatively smooth when you compare it to FI. At least that was my experience with FI bikes. But yeah, the carb one was relatively smoother, it was less vibey, and it was a little bit more peppy. So that's the reason why I opted for the carb version. And also I wanted to tweak things around in the I wanted to be able to tweak things around without spending a lot of money on the bike. This is kind of my experimental bike plus something that Siddhi can ride around. Siddhi is still a little bit skeptical about riding this apart from around her house, but yeah, she'll get there. So yeah, all the mods like the jetting, the sprocket, I could have gone with like a 50 teeth rear sprocket and the bike would have been perfect just for off-roading, just for extreme off-roading. But then highway speeds would have been compromised. Right now I'm able to, like let's say 6000 RPM, I'm able to cruise around at 70, 75, not an issue. And the handling of the bike is just spot on, it can take it. The gear shift indicator has gone kaput, and whenever you pull the clutch in, it does not show what gear you are in. So that's kind of stupid according to me. Plus I've not figured out a way yet to convert the time from 24 hours to 12 hours format. So yeah, that's some stupid thing. Plus when you switch this modes around, so there are a couple of different modes like trip 1, trip 2, eco meter, Bluetooth mode to show all the direction, and eco mode, eco display, so modes in the display, different screens you can say. So whenever you switch the ignition off and switch it on, it just resets back to trip 1. I personally don't prefer it. I would rather leave it on one page, and every single time I'm switching the key on or off, it should be there. And the whole display aesthetics is really clean. I really like it. There's one company called Ride Trail Tech, which makes sleek, minimal information displays, and which are in a similar shape like this. So I like the display. I did not like the handlebar. That's the reason why I changed it first. I wanted a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more upright. That's why I got this one. Plus the pegs are fantastic. I mean, they are similar to Himalayan type of pegs, which you can just pull the rubber damper off of it. So these boots, they don't really do well with the rubber damper on, and whenever you're off-roading or whenever you're going out anywhere in mud or whenever it's wet, it just slips off. These shoes just slip off of it. So that's why serrated pegs right under the rubber dampers. So that's one brilliant thing. And the best thing that sold me on this bike was the price tag. I got this in hand, 1,23,900 rupees. I mean, if you go to buy an Activa 125 BS6 right now, it will cost you somewhere around a lakh on road. So this is a great value machine according to me. And obviously opinions will differ. People will say this has less power, this is not that well built. I mean, when Xpulse came out, it was some 70,000-80,000 at that time. So I guess that's equivalent to 1 lakh rupees right now. So what you get more than the Impulse right now. So sorry, what I mean to say was Impulse. So I was looking at two bikes really, second-hand Impulse or this one. People are asking around 40,000 for the second-hand Impulse, 40-50,000 for the second-hand Impulse, and that according to me is stupid. When DS4 rode in, all the Impulses were going for 35,000, brand new. So people are minting money off because they know that there is no other bike available in the Indian market right now which can fill its shoes. But this is there. I mean, it's 200cc, is not much, but look at the bright side. It's 1,23,900 rupees only. And plus with a little bit of mods to it, it can really do well. And I'll just leave you guys to see some of the raw footage of the ride that I was of the ride till here. So I almost did what around 50 kilometers till here. I was thinking that this whole thing was a bad patch, so I wanted to ride on this section, but I went with the Google Maps, and apparently this is not that bad of a road. So पचका वाला झाला थोडा. I'm riding alone, so I'm not ready yet to ride single trails or dual trails for that matter. I'm not ready to ride trails whatsoever. Dual trails is okay, but I'm riding alone. I don't want to take that risk. I have to be home before my wife gets home. I have a holiday, she does not. So you have to juggle. When you're a married man, you have to juggle with all these things. So let's have some fun. I'll stop talking because I'm not able to concentrate on the riding bit if I'm talking with you guys. But so I'll stop talking and I'll have some fun and let you guys watch it. Look at the way she pulls. I mean, I will not be able to go above 110, but the time that it takes to reach 110, I'm happy with that. Plus, let's say if you know that your majority of the ride is going to be on the highway, you can just swap out the rear sprocket with the 38, and this will happily do. This was doing about 128, 130-ish with the stock sprocket with all these mods. So yeah, even if I want to cruise at 100, I can just swap the rear to a 38. I lose a little bit on the acceleration. I lose a lot on acceleration, but at least on the highway, if I'm able to keep it in the power band, I won't necessarily feel it. So yeah, that's been it, guys. This is Subway breads or breads in general. Anyway, so that's been it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been long-term pending. Let me know if you want to see the raw videos of the ride to Siagar and why. This is me signing off. Thank you.